Alright, we are looking at QuikCapture, the QuikCapture function. And before we start this test, we are going to format the SD card. It's pretty easy. You swipe a few times, push a few buttons, go to Reset Format SD card Format. Once the card is formatted, to get quickly out of this menu, you just push the mode button on the side. Then you get to the main menu. And we are going to slide down, and there is a little rabbit symbol there. If we click this rabbit symbol, then QuikCapture is on. That means when we turn the camera off, push and hold, we are powering off. The next time we push the on button, we are going to record immediately. So the record button turns the camera on, it records until we push the button again. And now we're going to do this a couple of times. So I turn it on. That is the first test. And we see up here, there, that the timer is running. And you see here the watch, it's recording, you know, the hand is moving. Okay, so if we are done with our recording, and we do a 30-second recording, we are done, we push this button again, the record button, and the camera will turn off. Now we're going to do this a couple of times. And we wait a few seconds. And then we turn on again. Another recording. Now, you saw it turned off immediately. And somewhere there was the file damaged. And now the camera is on. So that means this whole QuikCapture thing did not take place anymore. QuikCapture is still on. Okay. You saw that we formatted the SD card. Now we power off. Our QuikCapture should be still working. Let's try that. So now we do a QuikCapture. There we go again. Let's do 30 seconds. It doesn't matter so much how long you record. I mean, you are in the wild and you're recording a scene, and when you're done, you push the record button again. Everything goes back to normal. Now the question is how much time goes by between this being off now and being on. So you're walking around, you see something else what is good, what you want to record. So you push the button again. And there we go, we are recording something important to you. Sure, you move the camera around a lot. And the recording ends. Like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever you record. You keep moving. And there we're recording again. Now we are doing this in 5K 30, if I recall this right. I don't know why it doesn't show exactly here what we're recording with, but I think it was 5K 30, 5K 60. I don't know if that has to do with this thing failing often. The SD card I talked about a lot. It's a Sandisk Extreme Pro. And so far it worked on all other cameras very well, so there's nothing special about it. I have another one. There we go, we are recording it. It works very good, as we can see. Now, when you go on a field trip and you are recording with your camera and doing this a lot, you will have that. You will have the camera lock up. You will have this problem where it, what we just saw. So it goes back and forth. Never a dull moment. Isn't this amazing? How good it works. as you can see, we have an hour left here on our SD card. Now imagine you take the SD card out and put a new SD card in. So that scenario could happen in reality. Let's say your SD card is full and you have to switch it out. And then you would do this maybe in the next camera off situation. So it's off now. Okay, let's try this. It's not I think that you see this here. It's a Sandisk Extreme Pro brand new SD card. Let's plug this back in. Okay, should still work. And it does, as you can see. And out. We can do this a few times here. There again, let's say you're in the zoo and you want to videotape a few things. Down. I want to move my camera over here. And make a noise. This here is where I made noise. I don't want to make noise there. This is maybe better. You can only do this a couple of times. You know? This recording. We do over more than 15 minutes now that we do this. And of course, so when you go on a trip, let's say you go on a hike, then it's more than 15 minutes what you do there. You're out there an hour. Let's imagine you go to a zoo. Average zoo visit takes at least 2 hours. And you try to record things on every exhibit there. I don't know how many exhibits a zoo has. 50. Right, so in 2 hours you do 50 minutes of recording maybe. In short intervals, right? So you walk to the next one, and then here. There goes another one. And as you can see, it looks like it's very reliable now, even though we had right at the beginning this problem where it had problems writing to the SD card. The question is, why was that? SD cards, huh? "30 seconds. There we go, off again. I don't know how long I should do this whole thing, like half an hour? The battery just dropped down to 79%. Do you see what I saw here? Where the picture is moving left and right? See that? And now we have, so the picture is glitching here, and we are stuck here at 1 second. But your record light is recording, see that? So the question is, how would you notice this? So when you are in a photo shoot and you use this to record, so you are sliding down the hill, how would you notice that this just has happened? You would probably not. You would try to turn this camera off now, because you're done with your shooting after a few seconds, and you would push the button again, not looking at this maybe. Let's say the camera is mounted on your helmet, then you don't see that. And as you can see now, it doesn't do anything. If you push the button here or not, it doesn't do anything. Let's look at the font. Does the font do anything? No, it turns off now. Oh, look at that. And then it turns back on. So there's obviously was there a timeout since I didn't push any buttons. and now the camera is on. Okay, so it doesn't go back off so that the next quick capture would work. If the camera is mounted on your helmet and you don't see it, you wouldn't know this. You would probably now try to start a new quick capture. Then you would be lucky if you do that. Because now you think, okay, here we do a quick capture. You stop it again. And then the question is, does it turn off? It does not turn off. Because it's not in this quick capture mode in the moment. In order to achieve that, you would have to turn it off. Like this. And now it is in this quick capture capable mode. Now the question is, would you notice this when the camera is mounted on your helmet? Probably not. And you would be surprised later that your battery is dead. Even though it should have lasted longer, but the camera was on the whole time. So you just have to do this long enough, like the quick capture, often enough, the on-off, the quick capture thing, until you encounter this kind of issue. So if you run this thing around handheld, you really have to make sure that it records when you push the record button. And you have to make sure that it turns off when it's off. Otherwise you're going to have problems with battery or missing footage. And the other question is, how do you fix things first? So you saw in this case here before that it fixes itself, but it takes a few seconds to do that. So you have to be patient in that moment. Now if you can't be patient, because let's say it's a wedding and there's things going on, then you're just out of luck. Then you better pick a camera that works better. And this is the firmware version 0.001 or whatever, 1.000, the first initial version they have. So there's plenty of room to fix things. It's not a hard thing to do for a company to go through and do those tests. I bet this is a problem with writing to the SD card. How long is my test? This is already half an hour now. 6 more minutes until the 30 minutes are full. And when we have 30 minutes, then I interrupt this program. So we have 2 problems in 30 minutes. That extrapolates to 4 problems an hour. Is that too many? Maybe I'm a little fast here with my sequence, but somehow I can't have this video go like for 6 hours. I don't have that much time. Yep, that was a short one. Now, what I haven't tried yet, what I don't know is, how short can those quick captures be? Can you do 10-second ones? Is that a possibility? And how many seconds until you can turn it back on? Right? So let's do a 10-second quick. 10 seconds is a long time if you have to wait for it. Like 10-second clips a lot. Let's speed this up to a few more at the end here. So now we have again one where it's broken. You see this? Oh, look at that. So it wants to upgrade to a faster card. Now, this is a fast card. Right? All of a sudden the card changed. And the same card, without me removing the card, is working now. Maybe the GoPro didn't try hard enough to write to the SD card. Right? Or there was a misunderstanding in the software communication between card and GoPro. Do I do this too fast, the on-off? No. As I said, if you go in a zoo from exhibit to exhibit, this could be reasonable. And you tell me when you're on the photo shoot and you do some photo shoots here, that you keep those seconds in mind. Oh, I have to leave this off for at least 20 seconds before I can restart the next quick capture for the camera to fully calm down. So we are reaching our 30-minute mark, 2 minutes. I need to refilm this again. Okay, so now I'm very fast and running this again. Look at that. And it works perfect. You see that? How fast that worked? So it looks like sometimes we're having trouble to write to the SD card. We are messing around with this thing now. 28 minutes. We have 2 minutes left. I should stream this thing for 30 minutes. I can do a 1080 movie out of this. Then it is not so rough on YouTube. Because there is not much to see here. "45 seconds left for our movie here. I better get the last quick capture going. And we are at 6 o'clock now. Yeah, the last 15 seconds we record here in the camera. There we go. 5 seconds left on my video. That's you take the time to shut this down. And thank you for watching. This was my test today.